Iceland labs testing suggests 50% of coronavirus cases have no symptoms.
This post received a score of 37,898, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Are we going to reach a point where we can all take a test at home to see if we got it over and never knew?
Yes, the UK is working on a test people can order through Amazon. Who knows how many months it will take for them to have the volume for everyone to buy it, though.
Once we have a few thousand random antibody tests out there, scientists should be able to finally start putting together a picture of asymptomatic rates. If we're fortunate, or unfortunate, we might find that the disease has spread much more than we thought, making it far less deadly, statistically.
As far as talking to people in London goes, I'm sure that it's been far more prevalent than we know.
Same story from what I'm hearing too. Had 4 friends go back to Singapore, Hong Kong from university here in London, all 4 tested positive on arrival, only one had symptoms and they were very mild. London is absolutely teeming with it.
The results from the Diamond Princess match this. Everyone was tested. 707 people got it. Only half had symptoms. It's a weird virus.
Diamond Princess passenger here. Really, there weren't many sick people during the cruise. We know some people got bad in the hospitals, but it seemed that most were fine. Toward the middle of our cruise, my wife and I had some intense GI symptoms. Turns out that this is one of the newer symptoms coming out. Kind of makes you wonder how many symptoms were blown off during the cruise from others? Disclaimer, we tested negative twice.
Greater than disclaimer, we tested negative twice. Which really doesn't bear as much weight as people thinks. The sensitivity of COVID swab tests is questionable, as low as approximately 60%. Reddit comment and underlying source. A negative test cannot exclusively rule out COVID. A positive result can, however, reaffirm clinical observations.
GI symptoms are also incredibly common from a variety of everyday sources, especially when all your food is prepared for you. I think a lot of people with these anecdotes are going to be surprised when they get an antibody test.
The amount of "yeah, I definitely got this already back in December, January, I think it was circulating back then" comments I'm seeing on Reddit are absurd to me.
I know it wasn't actually COVID-19, but this year's flu hit me harder than basically anything I've had before. I was out of commission for days, I slept 30 hours in a 36-hour period during the worst of it, was barely able to move when I was awake, and had such a fever that when I was sweating through my sheets when I was in bed and freezing to death when I dared to get out. It's not hard to see how people could jump from, "that was worse than any flu I've ever had" to, "maybe it was COVID and I got it early." It doesn't help that a lot of people haven't actually had influenza before to not realize how serious proper influenza actually can get, since the flu has become a colloquialism for any moderate illness. It's also wishful thinking. If you believe you've already had COVID, it makes it easier to believe you won't get it again and that the worst is over for you.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.